Good morning, students. Let us continue with our exercise 3.3, question number 3. Using divisibility test, determine which of following numbers are divisible by 6. Now, you know the rules for divisibility by 6. If a given number is divisible by 2 and 3, then that number is divisible by 6. So, here this number is given. We have to see this number is divisible by 2 and 3. See, the last digit is 4. 4 is an even number. So, divisible by this number is divisible by 2. Now, let us check the sum of its digit. 2 plus 9, 11. 11 plus 7, 18. 18 plus 1, 19. 19 plus 4, 23. 23 plus 4 is 27. So, this total is 27. And 27 is divisible by 3. So, this number is divisible by both 2 and 3. So, our given number is divisible by 6. Now, this is your homework. Question number 4. Using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 11. Now, what is the rules of divisibility by 11? If the difference between the sum of odd and even numbers is 0 or 11, then that number is divisible by 11. Now, see, our odd number is 5, then 4. Sum of digits at odd places is 4 plus 5 is 9. Now, even number 4, again 5. The sum of digits at even places is 4 plus 5, 9. Now, both the difference, 9 minus 9 is 0. That means this number is divisible by 11. With this same method, you do this sum also. This is your homework. Question number 5. Write the smallest digit and the greatest digit in the blank space of each of the following numbers so that the number formed is divisible by 3. As we know, divisibility by 3 is the sum of its digit must be the multiple of 3. Now see, a number is given here. First place is blank. 6, 7, 2, 4. Now, let us check the sum of the given digit. 6 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4 is 19. Now, the multiples of 3 after 19 is 21, 24, 27, 30 and so on. Now, what we must add with 19 to get 21? That means 21 minus 19 is 2. So, the smallest digit we write will be 2, 6, 7, 2, 4. Now, let us check. 2 plus 6, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. 15 plus 2, 17. 17 plus 4, 21. And 21 is divisible by 3. Now, for the greatest digit. Now, see. Let us take 30. If we add 19 plus 11, it is 30. To get 30, we will add 19 plus 11. But 11 is a 2-digit number and we want a single-digit number. So, let us take 27. Now, what we will add with 19 to get 27? We will add 8. So, we will write here 8. So, greatest digit is 8, 6, 7, 2, 4. Okay, is it clear? Question 5b and question 6. This is your homework. Exercise 3.4, question 1. Find common factors of. First sum is 20 and 28. We have to find the common factors of 20 and 28. Very easy sum. Now factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. And factors of 28 are 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, 28. Now we have to find the common factors. See, here 1, 2, 4. Now check, is there any common factor? No. Therefore, common factors of 20 and 28 are 1, 2 and 4. Understood? Now sum number B, C and D. This is your homework. Question number 2 is your homework. Now question number 3. Find first 3 common multiples of 6 and 8. Now multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72. And multiples of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72 and 80. Now we have to find the first 3 common multiples. So let us check. 6 not, 12 is not there, 18 is not there. Now first is 24. Then 30, 36, 42. Then next is 48. C. And third is 72. So the first 3 common multiples of 6 and 8 are 24, 48 and 72. Question number 3B and question number 4. This is your homework. Now question number 5. Which of the following numbers are co-prime? We know the numbers which have only one as a common factor are called co-prime numbers. Now see 18 and 35. Factors of 18 and factors of 35 are given here. Now see, they have only one as a common factor. See. So 18 and 35 are co-prime numbers. Let us do first sum C. 30 and 415. 415. Factors of 30. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15 and 30. Factors of 415. 1, 5, 83 and 415. Now common factors are 1 and 5. That means 30 and 415 are not co-prime numbers. Now B, D, E, F. This is your homework. Question 6. A number is divisible by both 5 and 12. By which other number will that number be always divisible? Now see, 5 and 12 are co-prime numbers. There is no common factor between them except 1. So, if a number is divisible by 5 and 12, which is co-prime, then that number is also divisible by the product of that number. Here, the number is 5 and 12. So, the product of 5 and 12 is 16. Is it clear? Now, question number 7. A number is divisible by 12. By what other numbers will that number will be divisible? If a number is divisible by 12, a given number divisible by 12 is also divisible by the factors of 12. Now, the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Is it clear? Exercise 3.5, question number 1. Which of the following statements are true? If a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9. Now let us do this with the help of an example. See, 15 is a number. 15 is divisible by 3, but it is not divisible by 9. So this statement is false. Second, if a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by its factor. Yes, this statement is true. Third, a number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. See, 12 is a number. 12 is divisible by 3 and 6. But it is not divisible by 18. That means this statement is false. If a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 90. Now see, 9 and 10 are co-prime numbers. So if a number is divisible by 9 and 10, then it must be divisible by 90. That means this statement is true. If two numbers are co-primes, at least one of them must be prime. Now see, two numbers are given here, 15 and 16, and both are co-prime numbers. See here, any number is prime? No, none of them is prime. That means this statement is false. All numbers which are divisible by 4 must also be divisible by 8. See, here is a number given 20. 20 is divisible by 4, but it is not divisible by 8. So this statement is false. All numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. This statement is true because 4 is the factor of 8. If a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum. Now see, if a number exactly divides two numbers, let me take a number as 3. Now two numbers are given here. So 3 is divisible by 3. 6 is also divisible by 3. Now in our question, it must exactly divide their sum. Now the sum of 3 plus 6 is 9. So 9 is also divisible by 3. That means this statement is true. If a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, it must exactly divide the two numbers separately. Now, the sum of two numbers. See, here 15. 15 is the sum of 8 and 7. Now, 15 is divisible. Let me take 3 as a number. 15 is divisible by 3. But see, 8 and 7 is not divisible by 3. So, this statement is false. Is it clear? Question number 2. Here are two different factor trees for 60. Write the missing numbers. Now see, 60. The factors of 60 are 6 into 10. Now see, first let us do this. The factors of 6, 2 and 3. 2 3s are 6. Now 10. Factors of 10. 5 and 2. Now next. 60. Now factors of 60. 30 and 2. 32s are 60. Now 30. 10 into 3. Again 10. What is the factor of 10? 2 and 5. Question 3. Which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? Now composite number means the number which has more than 2 factors. Let us take 15 as a number. 15 is a composite number. the factors of 15. 1, 3, 5 and 15. See, these are the factors of 15. Now what is asked here? Factors which are not included in the prime factorization of a composite factor. Now for factorization, how I will write? 3 into 5. This way I will write. I will not write 1 into 15. So the factors which are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number are 1 and the number itself. Is it clear? Write the greatest 4-digit number and express it in terms of its prime factors. Now the greatest 4-digit number is 9999. We have to express this in prime factors. Now see, with 3 we can do this. 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9. Again with 3. So 1 1 1 1. Now with 11. 1 0 1. Last is 1 0 1. See, therefore 9999 is equal to 3 into 3 into 11 into 101. Question number 5 is your homework. 6. Find all the prime factors of 1729 and arrange them in ascending order. Now state the relation, if any, between two consecutive prime factors. Now see, 1729 prime factorization is done by division method. See, 1729 divided by 7 is 247. It is divided by 13 is 19 and 19 divided by 19 is 1. Now we arranged here in ascending order 7, 13 and 19. Now next question is, now state the relation, if any, between two consecutive prime factors. Now 13 minus 7 is 6. 19 minus 13 is 6. See here, the difference between two consecutive prime factors is 6. Is it clear? Question number 7. The product of three consecutive numbers is always divisible by 6. Verify this statement with the help of some examples. Three consecutive numbers. Say 1, 2 and 3 are three consecutive numbers. Product means you have to multiply. 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 3, 6. And see, 6 is divisible by 6. Second number, 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 4, 24. 24 is also divisible by 6. Now you do some more examples. Okay. Now question number 8. The sum of two consecutive odd numbers is divisible by 4. Verify this statement with the help of some example. Now two consecutive odd numbers you have to take. 3 and 5 and the sum. Sum means you have to add. So 3 plus 5 is 8 and 8 is divisible by 4. Next 5 plus 7 is 12 and 12 is divisible by 4. Now you do some more example. Question number 9 and 10. This is your homework. Question number 11 is your homework. Now question number 12. I am the smallest number having 4 different prime factors. Can you find me? We have to find the smallest number having 4 prime factors. So we have to find the smallest number. So we will start with the smallest prime numbers. 2, 3, 5 and 7. So 2, 3, 5, 7 are the smallest prime factors. We have written them in ascending order. Now 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. See, 2 3s are 6. 6 5s are 30. 30 into 7, 210. So 210 is the smallest number having 4 different prime factors. Is it clear? Now let us continue further in our next class.